I'm going to show you guys how to make a watermelon cake. So you're going to start off with one giant watermelon and we're going to cut it up. You going to help me?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to cut up the watermelon. You want to get the good part of the watermelon. So I got like the middle part of it. And you want to make sure that it's seedless, because if it has seeds, it's not as yummy. And then that's just kind of the leftovers, and I'm just going to cut it up so we can eat it with some chile.
You gotta make sure to wash your hands because you don't know where your hands been before school.
Right. So you want to make sure you have clean hands.
Gross.
And you disinfect your countertop. I already disinfected it.
I already like washed my hands.
Yes. So we want to work with a clean surface. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all around here, and so I can have just the nice inside. I'm halfway through cutting it, and I did want to point out that this cutting board is like slip proof, so it doesn't really move. So when I'm cutting it, it comes in handy because when I'm cutting this, it's not like sliding all over the place as if I was to use a wooden one. So quick tip, you could use a non-slip board or put one of those no-slip sheets under it so it doesn't slip all over the place. So at this point, I've already trimmed out most of the white part. Some of it I didn't want to cut it off because I didn't want it to be too uneven. But we have little Miss Thing over here. Here, honey, why don't you use a butter knife? That's not sharp enough. And I think yours is pretty trim already, so I think you can leave it like that. And so I've set up a plate, and I'm going to put it on this plate. Okay, perfect. So we did get some extras. This was what was left over of all the watermelon because I really did use all of it. And then the little scraps, Alex has been eating them. No, honey. That's a cake for you. You're going to make it for you.
Oh.
So we're going to put that on here. And we're going to put some napkins so it can drain. We want it to be juicy, but we don't want it to be too juicy where it's like not letting the Cool Whip stick. So I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. Okay, so pretty much I just patted all around the watermelon. Just kind of pat all the excess juice off. And then I just put it on half of it because when I put it in the fridge, I'm going to put it so that it's slanted like this. And it's dripping all on here. And I'm going to leave it for a good hour or two. And then I'm going to start frosting it.
And mine too.
And Alexis too. That looked really creepy while you were holding the knife.
Sorry.
Benji doesn't like watermelon. Right, Benji? Sit. Good boy. Okay, so I pretty much put a dishcloth under it, and then it's just kind of slanted like that so that all the juice can drip onto the napkin. And then Alexis is slanted on mine, so hers is going to drip onto her napkin. And we're going to leave it there for about an hour, and we'll come back, check on it, and see what it looks like. So I've already iced it. It's kind of hard whenever you're doing the Cool Whip to kind of like ice it because it doesn't spread as good as you would want it to, but just keep trying and ice it, and it doesn't matter if it's perfect because we're going to cover it anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's perfect. And I used Cool Whip, and I used a light whip topping just because I don't want it to be too much Cool Whip, so I kind of mixed it. I didn't want it to be too sweet. So I finished putting the almonds, the coconut, and the chocolate chips, and it just kind of looks like this. And I did it all around, and I left the top blank. I'm going to put some fruit on it, but I like it to look messy like this. Personally, I like it like that. If you want it to look perfect, you just have to work quickly because the Cool Whip does start to melt. As you can see here, it's already kind of sloppy, so I have to put it in the freezer ASAP. So just make sure you put that on very, very, very quickly. I add a little bit more coconut and almonds, and then I just decorated the top like that. Blackberries and some raspberries, and that is it. That's my cake.